All right, all right. Welcome to another edition of No Pump Fake Sports. I'm your host, Passport T. We're going to talk a little Clippers basketball, but in a different way today. We had breaking news about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons came out this morning in a roundabout way. I don't know if his agent or what really happened, but he informed the 76ers that he will not play for them anymore. He will not be joining training camp. And he just don't want to be there anymore. I have to give him, just a little bit of props, not in terms of his work ethic, because Ben Simmons is lazy. He could be really in the gym trying to develop that shot. Over the years he could have been doing that, but he didn't. He chose to get to this point, in order to, now start working on it. But I have to give him a little credit because everything in Pennsylvania basically destroyed Ben Simmons. His teammates, I think one or two came out, kind of talking a little, I don't want to say greasy, but they made a few statements about him that you can kind of tell he wasn't wanted. Doc Rivers told the media he don't think, well, I don't know if he said he don't think they can win with them, but he basically said he don't know. So when you say you don't know, it's like you lost confidence as well. Man, everybody in the city of Philly, man, was dogging Ben on social media, was dogging him in the news. And the media, ESPN, First Take, Undisputed, Shannon, Stephen A, Max. I mean, Ben Simmons has been getting dogged since them playoffs. And I wouldn't want to go back to Philly either. I would want a fresh start. But here's the funny part about this whole thing. Ben Simmons is disgruntled with the Sixers. The 76ers wants to trade him. But the 76ers want to trade him and get back value as if he's like at the top of his game, like he's a Kevin Durant or something. They want teams to basically unload the farm in order to acquire Ben Simmons. And I just think if I was teams around the NBA, I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it because I know you want to get rid of him. I'm not giving you half my team just to get this one player who can only play defense. Man, let me give you guys a little numbers on Ben. Don't get me wrong. Let me start it off by saying Ben is a 3-time All-Star, so he's a very good player. But just let me give you his numbers. Man, do you know Ben Simmons shot 61% from the free throw line last year? It's terrible. He only averaged 14 points. He pulled down 7 boards, 7 assists. The 7 assists is top of the line for a point guard, but you basically acquiring Ben Simmons just to be a facilitator and play defense. In the fourth quarter of playoff games, he can't help you because he can't shoot free throws. You're going to have to pull him out when you need scoring. He will not shoot a jump shot. Everybody knows that he just wants to drive to the hole. So what are they going to do? They'll double him. So he won't help a team in the playoffs in the fourth quarter. So it's like you just getting a guy that can play defense for your team. And he'll play defense at a top level. But I just don't think that's enough for me to give team, basically mortgage my team in order to acquire Ben. So Ben got the 76ers in a funny situation. Yes, they're going to fine him $227,000 each practice he missed, but the total can only add up to $1.3 million. And I don't want to say only like that's not any money, but it's not a lot of money to a guy like Ben Simmons with his contract. So I think he can withstand that. He don't care. Like, I'm not coming back to Philadelphia. So Philly have to decide. Are you willing to really negotiate with teams and make a deal fair for both sides in order to get rid of this disgruntled player, get back something, pretty good for yourself? You have to decide that, because when you start asking teams, like, because I keep hearing rumors, the Clippers should get him, they should trade him to the Clippers. But believe me, any deal with Ben Simmons, the 76ers are going to say, we want to get back Terrence Mann. And if I'm the Clippers organization, absolutely not. Never will I get rid of Terrence Mann for Ben Simmons. Yes, Ben Simmons is an all-star. But Terrence Mann's potential is much higher than Ben Simmons' ceiling right now because Ben cannot shoot. Terrence could shoot the three. He got a nice mid-range, and he shoot free throws at a high clip, and his defense is stellar. So why would I trade Terrence Mann to you guys, plus some other pieces on our team, to just get back a guy who can only play defense? And with the addition of Eric Bledsoe, and I'm so high on Justice Winslow, that makes up the defensive liabilities that we're going to have when Kawhi sits out for most of the year. You bring in Eric and Justice, and you solve the defensive problem. I'm telling you guys, everybody, go look at highlights when Justice Winslow is healthy. This guy plays defense at a very high level. So in terms of the 76ers trying to get the Clippers, basically trying to strong arm the Clippers and make them, send back half the team just to acquire Ben Simmons, I say never. Do not do that at all. I think the Clippers are being underestimated because the media and other teams believe without Kawhi, they just suck. And that's not the case at all. If you go back to the Utah Jazz series and in the Phoenix Suns series, in the Phoenix series, we was just running on fumes because, the way we got forced to play so many games back to back and start our series one day later while everybody else had a lot of rest. I think that hampered us in the Phoenix series. But in the Utah Jazz series, without Kawhi Leonard, we balled just like if Kawhi was there. So I think the Clippers have a very good team, especially with the two pieces we just added. We signed the whole gang back. Reggie is back. Nick came back. I hope Serge will be healthy by the time, at least by December. And I think we just have a good team as it is. Do not sleep on this Clippers team without Kawhi Leonard. I think we're going to make the playoffs. I think we're going to be between a 4 and 6 seed, and I think we're going to do damage. Let's hope by playoff time Kawhi comes back, and if he does, we'll win the West. Guaranteed. But if I was the Clippers organization, I will not let the 76ers strong arm me for Ben Simmons. Not at all. But that's really all I have to, talk about on this tape. I just think, Ben has the 76ers in a chokehold, and they're going to have to make a decision what they want to do. But this has been another edition of No Pump Fake Sports. I'm your host, Passport T, and we out.